When it comes to substance abuse, many families are struggling with an issue that continues to claim lives. But Lynn Regan and her son Daniel, they're trying to change that. They started the foundation CFC Loud and Clear, and they're going to tell us all about it this morning. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, I don't know how you got a son that old, because you look so young.
Thank you.
But just walk us through your story, your personal connection with this terrible issue.
So I'm a person in recovery. I'm 25 years old. I'm about 4.5 years clean now.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. My whole history and the history of our organization started with me. Growing up, I had a great childhood, perfect family. I have 2 loving parents that gave me all the love and care I needed in the world. I have 2 great sisters and a great older brother. What happened is I grew up and I was a very insecure kid. I was always very cautious about things, and what happened was before I could figure out myself and who I was, I found marijuana first.
Okay.
And what happened is it just kept progressing and progressing. What happened to recreationally smoking pot every once in a while turned into an every weekend, turned into an every day, which then cocaine came along, which grew into ecstasy and acid and all that throughout high school. I was a very smart kid growing up. I had a straight A student. I was captain of my swim team down in Toms River. And so from the outside, I looked like I had it all together. But inside, I was falling to pieces.
I like the way you've worded it. You said we were picture perfect. But I have to ask your mom, when did you know there was a crack in the frame? When did you know something was going on with Daniel?
Okay, so my realization came from one of my daughter's childhood friends who told me that she saw Daniel had driven her to a Rutgers event, and they stopped at Wawa, and he had crushed up Oxycontin on her dashboard and snorted it in a Wawa parking lot. And that's when I knew it's the first time I had ever heard of that. First time I've ever heard of a pill being crushed up to be snorted. First time I've heard of somebody doing Oxycontin that isn't prescribed it. I was extremely naive when it came to any type of prescription drug use. And so that was the awakening. And that's when treatment began. We started on our journey through the treatment system. 4 inpatients, 3 IOPs, and the journey began. And it was a devastating thing trying to hold the family together. We have, all the siblings are affected. The entire family is affected. So his sisters were affected, his brother's grandparents. And there's a lot of shame attached. People are silent in that shame, and that's what continues the stigma of addiction, and that this ongoing, people don't want to talk about it. They need to come out of the shadows and talk about it.
Let me ask you, Lynn, did you ever at one point say, what did I do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's days I still kind of do that. What did I miss? Why did this happen to me? The question is, why wouldn't it happen to me? Like, why would I be entitled? Why would our family in suburbia not happen to? This can happen to anybody.
Absolutely.
From Park Avenue to Park Bench. It's non-discriminatory. And there's been people dying for a long time. The problem is now that the prescription drugs they're taking out an entire generation, and it's an epidemic.
So Daniel, tell me what the organization does.
So we created this program to fill in the gaps that occur after treatment for addiction. So we're a relapse prevention program. And what we do is we address people's issues that revolve around post-treatment care. So that's lifestyle and life skills, workshops that we have, charity and give back, and sober social fun. I can't stress the sober social fun enough, because as a 21-year-old who came out of treatment, how do I pick up girls? How do I go out as a 21-year-old and feel normal and have fun? So we teach people how to have fun, just as sober. Our whole organization depends on private donations, so we run 2 fundraisers a year. This is the biggest one. It's called Rock the Farm, and it's on August 27th.
Multiple artists, Trevor Hall, Artemis Pyle, the Matta Ray Band, about 110 artists. It's at Brookdale Community College. So it's going to be a really emotional, music-filled day, because music heals.
Someone is watching right now and may benefit from your organization, what's the website so we can make sure that they know how to get in contact with you?
That's healingus.org.
Healingus.org.
Yes.
Before you go, I just want to say I am so humbled by your frankness and your openness in talking about this. You know, maybe it's that proud Italian thing, you know, with that, but I am floored with, you know, just how open and honest you're being with me, with us, you know, and do that. So I just, you know what, God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
And
You too.
4 years, 5, 6, you just keep going, boy.
I will.
It sounds like this lady's going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Lynn, my dear.
Thank you.
I'll shake
very
yours,
much.
brother. Stay right there. Coming up.